And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans. Today is Friday, Friday, September 26, 2025. I'm your host, Saint Nick, and we got a great show for y'all today. Well, week 4 kicked off last night in the NFL, and Sam Darnold, Kyler Murray, I mean, we knew the Seahawks, we liked the value, we took them to win, the -1.5, all that, blah, 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 they cover. And now Sam Darnold is once again highly sucked in the media and all that. But we'll break down that game today. We just got to put this whole Sam Darnold thing into a little bit of perspective, okay? Very good. Good game by Sam Darnold. But let's not maybe overreact a little bit, all right? So we break down the game today from yesterday, and I'll tell y'all why we maybe just hold the horses a little bit for Sam Darnold. Everyone's gushing. Marvin Harrison Jr. finally got his confidence back. He got his swagger back. We'll talk about all that. We got all that to talk about, folks. Today on the show, Seahawks at Cardinals, Thursday Night Football last night. What else do we got today on the show? We have our official picks for today, for this week. And usually we do 5 picks, our 5 gushes of the week. But folks, I'm feeling extra gushy this week. And I got 6 official picks. And our picks, folks, we've been, climbing week by week. I think we go 6 for 6 here, folks, truly. So we got our picks, we got the game breakdown, and we got a couple of stories to go over. So let's start the show, and let's start here. More injury news, and once again, folks, if you stayed away from the Niners this season, if you stayed away from all the Niner propaganda from Vegas, from the national media, give yourself a little round of applause there, folks. Very, very well done. Because Brandon Aiyuk is, quote, not close to returning per general manager John Lynch. There hasn't been a setback, but Aiyuk's ACL tear was not clean and included other damage, leading to a longer timeline for his return. Oh, I thought this was supposed to be the powerhouse team, the division favorites. I mean, they were all supposed to be healthy, right? A team that wasn't even close to being healthy was so sucked by the national media. Favorites to win the division. Rams second favorites at +190. We gobbled up that value. Let me hear it. Let me hear those. Bing, bing, bing. And now they're hanging on by their skin of their teeth by Mac Jones. Now, they do need Brock Purdy back. We do know Mac Jones gets worse as more games go on, and he's squeaking out 1-point wins against, the Arizona Cardinals, where he's throwing interceptions with like 5 minutes left in the game and still can win because the Cardinals and Kyler Murray can never truly lock in and get it done. Couldn't lock in yesterday on the kickoff. So Niners, they're not healthy. They're squeaking out wins. I know they're still winning right now, folks. Settle down. But it's ugly and it's not sustainable. Just like Sam Darnold's winning right now, okay? I know everyone's gushing about him. National media, why are we all writing off Sam Darnold? Oh, blah, 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 blah. We're writing off Sam Darnold because he lost the 2 most important games and looked like shit in them last year after going 14-15 wins. So spare us on Sam Darnold. We'll get there, folks. Let's not try to jump the gun. But no Brandon Aiyuk. Don't expect him to be out there soon. Not close. Quote, not close to returning. Brandon Aiyuk. Those Niners. Woof. Woof. Good luck. Good luck as the season progresses. Alrighty. We got Tua, baby. We got to stop. We got to stop opening our mouths, my man. Sheesh. Tua, I love you. I do. I defend you. I'm riding with you. All right. But Tua's been very defensive. Very, very defensive. The most defensive we've ever seen of him at any point in time, from college to his NFL to right now. This is the most defensive he's been. And, rightfully so. People are coming at him. People are coming at him hard. People don't even want him to play anymore. They thought he should have retired. They're always all just looking out for his health. Tua, we love you. Blah, 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 blah. But Tua now starting to kind of clap back a little bit in the media, on the media sessions, at the press conferences, and I don't like any of it. I don't like this Tua. I don't. I like kind of quiet Tua, optimistic Tua. Oh, shucks, Tua. Oh, shucks, did I get another? Oh, shucks, I'm fine, guys. I'll be good. I'll get it. I'm fine. That's the Tua I like. This one, no. And it's never good when athletes start saying this. Well, I would like to see anybody else do it. Ooh. It's kind of a gotcha trap right there, Tua, all right? But Tua making headlines. We had Cam Newton kind of calling him out. Everybody was calling him out. But Cam Newton especially kind of calling out Tua a little bit. Even Cam Newton's like, I don't like this Tua that opens his mouth. Even Cam Newton's like, I like the quiet Tua. And I'm like, I think we agree on that. But Cam Newton's been a little critical of Tua, and Tua claps back, says, hey, I'd like to see Cam Newton play quarterback. Hey, it's real easy to be on TV with the clicker and saying what's going wrong and what's wrong. But I was like, and not everybody can play football. This is Tua, folks. Listen to this response. Ugly.
Well, anybody can play quarterback in this league then.
Anybody can play quarterback these days. I mean, look. Once again, I hate this, okay? I hate this kind of gatekeeping, like quarterback is such a hard... I get it. You know, it's not easy. I'm not saying sports is easy, folks, okay? I'm not. But let's not act like this whole quarterback and reading defenses is like, oh my God, like not even Albert Einstein could do it. It's so difficult. I get it. It's tough. You got to put in the work and you got to study, all right? I'm truly like... I don't understand. Like, I truly don't understand, like, when these NFL quarterbacks, like, we all hear the knock all the time, like the one read can't get off the read. When I play Madden, I'm looking at all that, all right? I'm truly, like, after the show today, when I edit it and get it posted out, I'm literally going to go live. I'm going to go play Madden as the Miami Dolphins, and I am going to literally walk through every single thing that I'm looking at so Tua and these quarterbacks can get better. Because honestly, I don't think it's that hard. I don't think playing quarterback is as hard as everybody makes it seem. We all know people like to gatekeep their information. If you're part of, a sport or this certain job, this certain aspect of a job, people like to gatekeep it because people like to feel a little bit more important, a little more powerful, smarter than everybody else. Well, I'm the only one that could do this job. Well, get somebody that can do the job better than me. We all think it, truly. I'm not saying playing quarterback is hard, folks. I'm not saying that. It is hard, okay? But if you're going to dedicate your life to it, 20, 30 years from when you're a kid to right now, I think we should be maybe a little better. Is that crazy to say? So back to Tua, back to this whole Cam Newton thing. Don't like when people say, well, I would like to see you play quarterback. Okay. You give me, you know what? You give me, what do I need? What do I need here? Give me $100,000. Give me $100,000 so I don't have to really worry about anything for the next few years. Give me 3 years. I'm going to go lock in and become a quarterback. I'm going to see if I can do it. This is the quarterback challenge. Tua, I'm calling you out. Give me $100K so I don't have to worry about bills and finding another income of money. So I could truly just lock in and focus. Getting my body right, my mechanics right, reading the defense right. And then you fly me out 3 years later, and we have a one-on-one quarterback off. All right? I don't like when people say, well, I would like to see you do it. I can go 0-3 in the NFL. I can tell you that. I cannot win a game in the NFL and start 0-3. I can guarantee that at minimum. I will not do worse at 0-3 if I'm playing quarterback. So, never really good when athletes start to go this route. Well, I would like to see you do it. Is it so easy, Mr. Beard? You do it. You're criticizing me. You go do it. I don't know if that's like the argument winner you think it is. It's like, okay. I'm not the one dedicating my entire life to this. I'm dedicating part of my life to talking sports, and I think I'm pretty good. I've been doing this for 5 years. I think I've gotten better. I think I can hang with some bigger dogs in the industry, the podcasting industry, the sports commentary industry. I think I can hang, Can Tua podcast? Can Tua do my job? Huh? Can you go live at 11 a.m. Eastern to 12 p.m. Eastern every day for an hour? Huh? I would like to see you do my job, Tua. Not as easy as you think. It's not. It looks easy, I know. It's not. So that was just the first sentence, and I know I'm getting hung up on it, but it's just I don't want my quarterback saying this at all. At all. You know what you do about the haters, the chirpers? Hey, Tua, what do you say about, did you hear that podcaster, St. Nick? It's Takes by Fans, very up-and-coming, good sports podcast everybody should be listening to. I digress. But Tua, have you heard from that bearded guy that he thinks if you gave him 3 months, he could be a good quarterback? What do you have to say about that? Oh, man, I don't even pay attention to the outside noise. I'm so confident in my ability and what I can do and what I've shown I can do in this league and on this team that, we're all just going in, working day in, day out, trying to get better, trying to, elevate all of our standards around here. So, they could talk, they could say whatever they want, but it's all just outside noise to us. Thank you. I mean, how hard is that? You don't go defensive and start saying, well, I would like to see you do it then. If it's so easy. Not a great look. And I got to shout out our man. Brendan Fayoko, folks. This is back-to-back coming on the show, and I love it. This man is speaking wisdom all over the place. But he had something to say about this to a press conference, and he tweets out, as an athlete, when doing media interviews, once you start telling the fans, quote, I want to see you come do it, it's over with. That's coming from another athlete, folks, Brendan Fayoko. This ain't no scrub in the league. Everybody settle down. Big fan. Hey, Brendan Fayoko, if you ever see this and you want to come on the show, I love what you've been spitting here the last few days, baby. You always got an open invitation on Takes by Fans, I'll tell you. So Tua, all right, I know, they're coming at you hard, I get it, I was off of you for about a few days, I was upset with you, so I get your frustration, I truly do, but we can't go down this route. So that was just the first sentence, I wish you could do it, and then he starts to kind of disrespect Cam Newton a little bit. And look, I'm not the biggest Cam Newton defender. He had an absolutely fantastic 4-year stint in the NFL. Super Bowl participant, 15-1 record. Dual threat quarterback. Woo! Damn. Very good. But let's not act like Cam Newton was this generational. Do we go generational? I don't know. But let's not act like he's some big legend, like he is Tom Brady or Peyton Manning. Very good. But in the scheme of dual threat quarterbacks, he's going to get kind of past them. Maybe he was a little too early. Maybe he was right about the right time, because Lamar Jackson's really just going to blow him out of the water in literally every aspect of dual threat quarterback ability. Cam Newton was never that great of a passer. He was good. I don't think as good as Lamar Jackson is right now. And the big thing about Cam Newton, he was big beef. 250, 6'4", 6'5", 250 coming at you. Goddamn. So shout out to Cam Newton. Truly, shout out. But we still got to give him credit. I mean, we're not here to truly knock Cam Newton. I mean, like I said, that 4-year stint, and that's an average stint in the NFL. So this is the rest of it. Here's the rest of it for Tua at the podium.
I want to see anybody on the streets come and play quarterback. I mean, Cam's doing his thing for sure, but you know, I think it's easier to be able to hold a clicker and talk about it that way, or talk about what someone else is doing wrong when you're not going out and having to do the same as them, right? So I think it's easy to do that. I think anybody can do that. I don't think anybody can play quarterback.
Now, I will say, I will come to Tua's defense here. It is easy to say that. It is easy to watch the TV, to watch the game after the play's already over and be like, oh, what are you doing there? You know, it's easy to say that. I will give him that. But to say that anybody could do like the podcasting thing or the sports announcing thing, they can't. We've seen multiple people not be able to do it, and it's not good. So Tua, once again, defensive. All right. Calm down, Tua. All right. You're getting there. We're all getting there. This Dolphins team, everyone's written us off, but, I mean, we're slowly getting there. We got out to one of the slowest starts ever. I get it. But some good things, some good building blocks that we've been able to have the last 2 weeks. We went toe-to-toe with the best team in the league, the Buffalo Bills. So Tua coming at Cam Newton. Oh, my gosh. My microphone stand just completely fell off. All right, well. Give me a second. We're live. Woo, let me put this back in. Okay, we're good. We're back. Let me not try to touch it too much. Sheesh. That's what she said. All right, we're back. All right, back to Tua. Back to the defensive Tua here. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's not over freak out here, Tua, and let's not crash out. All right. I'm seeing a Tua crash out coming, and I don't love it. This is about the second or third time where Tua's kind of coming at the fans, the media a little bit. So Tua, look. We win this week against the Jets. All this talk starts to kind of go away, all right? All right. Keep it up, champ. I believe in you, Tua. And I just want to end on this. Maybe this is why Cam Newton is so bitter about Tua, because he whooped his ass. He whooped his ass in the head-to-head meeting. Should we go back to Sunday, November 28th, 2021 at 1 p.m. Eastern at Hard Rock Stadium, where the Dolphins smacked the Panthers 33-10? And Cam Newton, Big Hat Cam Newton, win 5 of 21? 5 of 21? PJ Walker went 5 of 10. 5 of 21 for 92 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks. Woof. Well, he's a dual threat quarterback. You're right, folks. I'm sorry. Let me get to his rushing stats. 3 rushes for 5 yards. You're right. Dual threat. 1 touchdown. Woo! So Cam's just bitter that Tua is actually better. Bad trash Tua is actually better than end of the career Cam Newton. So maybe that's why Cam Newton's so bitter, huh? I stand with Tua. All right. Let's keep going here. Okay, well, here we go. I brought this up as well. Just to kind of, once again, let's all remind everybody what truly Cam Newton is. Look, like I said, I'm not the biggest Cam Newton lover or believer. He's got that great 4-year stretch, and it was truly a great 4-year stretch. And let's just remember what this man does. Tua's not doing any of this. Running up the middle, 3 hits, big hits coming at him, and he's still on his feet, still holding the ball outstretching the first down marker. I mean, Cam Newton was a beast. Besides jumping on the fumble in the Super Bowl, his biggest black mark on his resume, Cam Newton was him. So, I mean, just look at this man. Just look at him as a man, folks. This is basically like the first edition of Josh Allen. So, shout out Cam, shout out Tua. Shout out to both of y'all. Y'all both are good. All right. Let's keep going here, and we got to shout out some teams not turning the ball over, folks. Not turning the ball over. The Bucs, the Bills, and the Colts are the only teams this season that have not turned the ball over, and they're combined 9-0. Now, we do have all three of these teams kind of at the top. We got the Bills at 5, we got the Bucs at 3, and we got the Chargers at 2. So, not turning over the ball, more points, more opportunities for points, and all these quarterbacks are getting it. And also, let's just, once again, I know everybody's sucking and gushing over Josh Allen and the Bills, the Buffalo Bills, the best team, but there are other teams still getting it done besides them, okay? And I do just want to quickly, very quickly, just put the Buffalo Bills season into perspective a little bit. Can we do that? Because once again, I like Josh Allen. Josh Allen is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Everything I love about quarterback play, Josh Allen really does to a T. The leadership, the attitude, love all that. The dual threat ability, the runs, the passes, not getting out of bounds, throwing the shoulder. I love all that. But the fact that we still say that he's better than everybody else in the league, I think is, a little too much. A little too much. Because once again, everybody's team is beefing it for them. The Chiefs are still beefing it for Patrick Mahomes. The Ravens are still beefing it for Lamar Jackson. It seems like Josh Allen gets the free pass. The free pass beef. Oh, yeah, the team is beefing Josh Allen, but he's still better, and he's still, doing it all. Still better than Lamar Jackson, even though, once again, his team is still beefing him. Let me digress. Josh Allen, very good. But this is the Bills season so far, folks, okay? Week 1 at home. All the tough games are at home this season. Once again, NFL playing favorites. I don't want to keep going down this hole, but last season at the stadium, you get all the tough opponents at your stadium. It just, last year, it seems like they're giving the Bills the Super Bowl trophy this year, but I don't want to get conspiratorial. But this is the season for the Bills so far. You face the Ravens week 1 at home, and you got dog all game long besides the fourth quarter where you put up 22 points because the Ravens kept beefing it themselves. The fumble by Henry, not running out any of the clock, not going for it on fourth down, not trusting your offense to win the game. Small ball Harbaugh. Is that all right to say? We got big ball Dan Campbell and little itty bitty ball Harbaugh. Harbaugh! Small ball Harbaugh! So you barely squeak by the Ravens, all right? Shout out, you won. Shout out. Close. Then you go week 2 and face the Jets, and look, you blow out the Jets? Congrats? 30-10? Is that impressive? I don't know. And then you face the Dolphins, which, once again, we're supposed to be the worst team in the NFL. And it was pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. I know we lost by 10 officially, but, the roughing the kicker, all that, blah, blah, blah. Keeping the Bills in the game so they can squeak out the win. I don't know. So, shout out to Bills. Shout out to 3-0. Shout out to no turnovers. But let's, there's other teams in the NFL too, okay? All right. And then we get this by Josh Allen. Once again, I've got no beef with Josh Allen. Y'all always think I got beef on Josh Allen and I hate Josh Allen and I hate the Bills and all that. I just don't like y'all going out of the realm of gush on Josh Allen. I got to rein y'all in, okay? Shout out Josh Allen. But This is also what I love about Josh Allen and the Bills. And once again, just what I see, there's just such like a disparity, folks, truly, between maybe the top The top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to go 10 teams. From the top 10 to all the other 22 teams, there's such a gap, such a disparity, a giant gap in just overall, how do I phrase it? Overall, like top-down goodness. Like, they've got the good owner, the good general manager, the good head coach, all the players buy in. And it's really a breath of fresh air with these teams to just see such great coaching, great play design, great play calling. Because it takes it all. Once again, we say it all the time, football, the ultimate team game. I know we all like to just pick at the quarterback and all that. Was the quarterback good? Quarterback do good? Okay, then the team is good. The team is bad if not. But the front office has so much to do with the success of a team. And the Bills have a very good one. Very good one. We get Josh Allen kind of at the podium, once again, not turning the ball over. And the question was kind of, what's up with that? What's changed in your game that, you're not turning the ball over? Because he used to be a little bit of a turnover machine, a little bit. And he's cleaned it up. And he's really just said it was kind of a little bit of, Joe Brady, the new offensive coordinator coming in and kind of having this kind of everybody eats mentality and not kind of telling me exactly where to go on every single throw and finding just kind of the open man and not trying to do too much, just trying to do my job.
Again, having a guy like Khalil and Dalton that you can rely on, and then we have opportunities outside with Keon and Josh and Curtis and just that whole everybody eats mentality that Joe's kind of allowed us to take over, has allowed me to be free and not worry about so much where the ball's going.
It allowed him to be free and not so much where the ball is going. And once again, this has kind of been our theory a little bit on what kind of is changing, what is shifting in the NFL from, kind of the 2010s to kind of the 2020s right now. And I really think it's just kind of the coordinator kind of being the dictator of the offense. All right, this is the play. This is where the ball should be going. Let's try to get the ball there. Instead of playing free and be like, all right, this is the first read. Depending on what the defense is showing us, this may be the first read. And you'll know instantly depending on what the corner's doing. And if the corner bites, all right, we got to go to our second read. And if not, then you sling the ball to the first read. And I think, these great quarterbacks that truly are separating themselves from kind of the rest of the pack, from kind of like a little bit of the Kyler Murray and the Caleb Williams. These quarterbacks are able to truly read these defenses and have that confidence, have that control in the kind of freedom from their offensive coordinator to change the plays, kind of change the routes depending on what the defense is showing them. And these quarterbacks are just so cerebral in the moment that they're able to kind of dissect it and, kind of just carve up the defense like we saw throughout the entire kind of 2020 early 2000s. From 2000 to 2010, it was super glaring on the screen that these quarterbacks were dictating everything at the line of scrimmage. Phillip Rivers, Big Ben, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees. Some of the greatest, folks, always checking, always audibling, always doing that. Now, it's like these play calls are so fucking long, they're getting out of the huddle with 10 seconds left on the play clock. You have no time to dissect the offense or to dissect the defense and get your offense right. So shout out to these teams, folks, these great offensive teams. I mean, we see it. We see it. We are starting to get into, the NFL is going to have to try and do something. Because it's getting to such, like, we're almost like, we almost have to split down the NFL like in half and just kind of go with 16 teams now instead of 32. Because these bottom of the barrel teams are so trash, so dysfunctional from top to bottom. They don't have the roster right. Not everybody buys in. And then we get ugly ass performances. So, I don't know, folks. It's really glaring when you see the top of the teams play, and then you see the middle and bottom of the barrel teams, and it's just like, this isn't even the same game, dude. So shout out to Josh Allen. I know everybody thinks I'm a Josh Allen hater. I think Josh Allen himself thinks I hate him. I don't. He's very good. Is he the best? I don't think so, but very good. Very good. Very great. Great. Very good. Great. Shout out. All right. Two more quick things, and then we get into our picks for this weekend. And the first one, whoa. Why are we disrespecting? Robert Saleh, huh? Don't like this. We told y'all yesterday in early gush. I'm not going to tell y'all if it's on our official picks of the week, but we were gushing about the Jaguars plus 3.5 yesterday. We were looking at the lines on the show, gushing about it. And it seems like Robert Saleh is shaking in his boots. Niners Jags this week, and the defensive coordinator for the Niners may be a little scared. Ooh, this Jags offense is good. I'm telling y'all, folks. I know everyone is pointing to Trevor Lawrence. He's not good. And looking at his completion percentage, the drops are out of hand in Jacksonville, folks, okay? They're getting over it, and they're still winning games and still putting up points and still being able to move the ball. This is a good Jags team. I cannot stress Liam Cohen enough. Liam Cohen, give it up. Give it up, folks. We love smart coaches in the NFL, and Liam Cohen is a hell of a coach. One of these bright young stars, young rising coaches in the league, Liam Cohen. Once again, stop with the recycled garbage. The recycled garbage is once again still garbage. Go out and find the next bright guy, the next bright mind. And Liam Cohen is that. So shout out. And Robert Saleh is a little nervous to face the Jags and Liam Cohen in that smart offense this week because Robert Saleh is already making excuses on why they're going to lose. Now, this video is, it's too low. I don't think it's coming in loud for y'all. I'll let it play if it is coming in through loud. But if it's not coming through loud, you got to find this video, okay? Robert Saleh at the podium, the Niners press conference, because he calls out the Jags and Liam Cohen for having it's legal, but a signal stealing system? Quote, Liam Cohen and his staff, they got a really good advanced signal stealing system where they always find a way to put themselves in an advantageous situation.
And do our best to execute them.
Oh, you mean they just watch film and do their due diligence and do their homework? You know, people just that, actually know what to look out for when they do their homework. It doesn't mean that they're cheating somehow. And Robert Saleh covers his own boat by saying, well, it's illegal. It's a legal sign stealing system, but it's legal. I don't know how they do it. What? He goes on to say that, from that whole kind of coaching tree in Minnesota, Liam Cohen and some of his staff have this signal stealing system where they just always somehow find themselves in an advantageous situation against our cover. You think they're cheating? You think they're sign stealing? Robert, this is beneath you. Come on now. Come on. You think Liam Cohen is cheating 3 weeks into his tenure as head coach for the Jags and he's already cheating? Legally cheating? I mean, come on. Come on. No, they're not cheating. They're just watching the film. They're seeing your tells. They're seeing your tendencies. They're not signal stealing. All right. So Jags plus 3.5, folks. You got the Niners scared to face them. They're cheating legally. Legally, I'm not saying they are cheating because I got no proof of it, but somehow they always are able to kind of put themselves in an advantageous look against our scheme. Knock it off, Robert. All right, and then the last thing before we get into our official picks here, can we stop this? I don't know. Does this work? Because it shows it doesn't. But the Tennessee Titans, their wide receiver coach, we know a lot of their receivers are dropping balls. The Jags are dropping balls. We got an epidemic of dropping balls in the league. But the Titans wide receiver coach have their receivers wearing these like blackout glasses. Here are the glasses. They have small holes that force you to really lock in on the football. I don't know. Does this always work? We see this kind of all the time. Didn't somebody bring out like a rugby football for practices last year to kind of help out on fumbling or something? It was real bizarre. NFL rugby ball in practice. I got to find this out. But I just think we're going about it all wrong. It's just like, we're not wearing these glasses in games. You know? I get it may help you train, but, you know, when I practice, I want it to be like what it's like in a game. I'm not wearing these fucking glasses in a game. How the New Orleans Saints wide receivers are improving hands by catching rugby balls at practice. This was last year, the Saints. Did the Saints have a good year last year? No, they didn't. I wonder why. Because all the receivers were practicing with rugby balls. Do you ever catch a rugby ball in any NFL game? No. Then we should not be having the rugby balls at practice. Just like CJ Stroud, dude. Hey, CJ, maybe ditch the basketball for your warm-ups. You know, his pre-game warm-ups, you know, as he's walking the field, he like dribbles a basketball and spins the basketball. It's like, that's not even the sport we're fucking playing, dude. And you're wondering why you're kind of regressing. Because you got a fucking basketball in your hand. Muscle memory is now confused. Do I do the basketball or do I do the football thing here? What do I do? It's Sunday. I think it's football, but I was just touching a basketball a few hours ago. So I get it. Maybe it looks good and kind of on paper it seems like it should work. But I don't know if this outside the box thinking... I don't know if this is the right outside the box to be thinking out of. You picked the wrong box to think out of here. I don't think rugby balls and glasses where just small holes are. I don't think these work. Titans, Saints, you know, bottom of the barrel, just organizations from top down doing wild things to try and help get better. I don't think the Rams do this. I don't think the Eagles do this. I don't like it. All right. Those were all the stories I just wanted to cover for today, but now let's we do got to break down the game. I'm sorry. We're not getting into the picks just quite yet. I'm sorry, folks. I know. But we do got to break down this game. Not a ton to talk about, so we can go through it quickly. But let's talk about it. Thursday night football, Seahawks at Cardinals. Seahawks win 23-20. We told y'all the 1.5, swallow it. It's fine. It was our play. And they end up getting it done. But the notable kind of takeaway here, folks, once again, I know all the love is on Sam Darnold. And shout out, Sam. He's playing very good. He's playing game-managing football, which is good. Playing game-managing football, you know, can keep you around in the league for a while. So we like that. But I don't know if he's the difference maker. I don't think he's got that kind of it factor. We saw it last year, you know. Now, all right, now it's, you know, the end of the season. We have a chance to win the division. We have a chance to get these home games all throughout. We just have to lock in. And, we didn't get that by Sam Darnold. We got getting beat 31-9 against the Lions. We got, being beat in the first round of the playoffs 27-9. So I get early success, having success, get success while you can. But let's not kind of, over gush about early success. And I get it, we're all in the present. We're all living in the moment. I get it. But we know what Sam Darnold is. He's been in the league for a while. Same thing with Daniel Jones. I don't want to get too high on Daniel Jones, even though I know he's good and I know he's capable of all this. But when it comes to, having that constant success and now the kind of targets on your back, all the films on you, what you do wrong is highlighted. Your downfalls are highlighted. Your weaknesses are highlighted. And when it truly starts to matter, playoff time, division winning time, the moment becomes too big for them. And it's unfortunate. Now they can always try and, overcome it. You can always try and work and get better. And we'll see if that's true by Sam Darnold. But so far this season, even this season alone, Sam Darnold, week one, he loses because, he bumps into his own offensive line. Now, it was Joey Bosa coming in, crashing, pushing the line into Sam Darnold, but, still not kind of feeling that coming off of his blind side, and that's unfortunate, but they lose. Then you go and beat the Steelers where, offense was stalling all game long. I know it looks like they blew them out, but it was a tie, or it was like a 3-point game with like 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And once again, that kind of... the botched kickoff that goes for a touchdown for the Seahawks basically turns the entire tide of momentum and wins them the game. It wasn't Sam Darnold. Still threw 2 interceptions. And once again, last night, Sam Darnold, no touchdown in the second half. Dominating, controlling the entire game. And you let the Cardinals get right back in it. Sam Darnold last night. 18 of 26, 242 yards, 69% completion percentage, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Got sacked 3 times. But overall, very good game. I'm not saying this wasn't a good game by Sam Darnold. I just don't want to try and get over gushing about him. Once again, y'all take a game and you run with it. Josh Allen, you see what happens when I don't rein y'all in every day? We get this kind of out of control dog of Josh Allen just barking and running all over the place. Sheesh, getting into every trash can. But he doesn't get yelled at because, he's Josh Allen. Lovable. He's a lovable town dog, okay? The junk... he's a lovable junkyard dog, okay? Now, this is what I will say about Sam Darnold. This is what I will say. That kind of game-winning pass... with the one-on-one, was it to JSN? Was it to him over the shoulder? Oh, my gosh. Brilliant. Beautiful. Making that kind of clutch throw. Let me see. Which one was it here? This one right here to JSN. 2nd and 10. Sam Darnold, pass deep left to JSN. Was this it? Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure. Gets them into field goal range. They kick the game-winning field goal. They win the game. Now, play calling wasn't the greatest. I'll give y'all that as well. Play calling seemed to kind of decline a little bit. Kind of got a little conservative. And this is another thing. This is what I mean from just these teams. Stop trying to play not to lose. This is the NFL. You cannot have that mindset. You cannot have that play calling offensive mindset of, hey, let's just try and maybe take some time off the clock. We'll punt it away and we'll rely on our defense. It just doesn't work. It never works like that. We're getting comeback every single week because these teams are just kind of prolonging the game. Instead of going like Jim Harbaugh, not going for it on 4th and 8. Why are we punting away the ball? We're losing. We got to go for it. It's now or never. Do we not trust our team? Do we not trust our offense? Do we not trust, Sam Darnold? Why are we not trusting Sam Darnold? He showed it, that first half he was slinging the ball, slinging it around. And once again, I'm not saying Sam Darnold's not good. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he's not top echelon of quarterbacks. And we've seen him, kind of flounder as the season progresses. But he's showing it to you that day, on that field, in that moment. And you kind of clam up a little bit. You go conservative play calling. You let Kyler Murray run and kind of throw back into the game. K9 had a great game, 19 rushes, 81 yards, and for a team that has stopped the run for the first 3 weeks, the Seahawks able to run all over them. I think they held Christian McCaffrey to under like 50 yards rushing. He ate receiving. I think he had like 80 yards receiving, but on the ground, they were getting after it. 81 yards for K9 on the ground. Charbonnet, that 1-2 punch is very good. 39 yards for 1 touchdown. I have to come after K9 here last night. You fucked me. You fucked me bad. Had a 3-leg same game parlay. Seahawks money line. The Cardinals kicker for 2+ field goals. And K9 for 2+ receptions. Seahawks win. The Cardinals have 2 field goals, I think, in the first half. Bing, bang, bang. K9. 1 catch on like the first drive. We're cooking. Gets another opportunity late, kind of third quarter, maybe early fourth quarter, maybe mid-fourth quarter, actually. Play action pass, K9 wide open over the middle of the field. There's a defender maybe 2 yards down the field. Wide open, great ball by Sam Darnold in his hands, but he takes his eyes off the ball to look upfield on that defender closing in, drops the ball. We lose the parlay because K9 is a pussy over the middle of the field. Oh, don't hit me. Ah! You cost me $500. I appreciate you, K9. I appreciate you. Good win, though. Good win. JSN doing JSN things, that clutch catch, that great throw to kind of ice the game, give him that field goal. JSN 4 receptions for 79 yards. Arroyo, I mean, this man's coming into his own here. 2 catches, 44 yards. We had Barner, the tight end. I mean, first touchdown, put the points on the board. He's coming into his own, sheesh. 3 catches, 22 yards. We had K9, the 1 catch, the 2 targets, 29 yards. And once again, Cooper Kupp just kind of not being non-factor. Really, he's done really nothing. Maybe he's picked up a good first down once or twice, but that's all he's really been doing. 5 targets, 4 catches for only 26 yards. Just really, it's unfortunate with Cooper Kupp. Unfortunate, really. So Seahawks, overall good game. Defense clamped down on the Cardinals for most of it. We got to start closing out games, though. Once again, we are seeing this far, far too much. And I get it's the early part of the season. We're all getting our footing right. We're catching kind of our stride at different times. But all these comebacks and allowing these teams to stay in games, it's ugly, it's disgusting, it's costing teams, and it's costing all of us money. Folks, that whole Rams not covering the +3 on the block punt is one of the worst bad beats I've ever seen, ever. The Packers come back, all that. I mean, this is really disgusting football. The Ravens week 1. It's not great to see. It's not. I like shout out comebacks. Always exciting. But when it's every single week, it really ruins the product. It kind of turns me off a little bit. Don't mind a comeback, but when I'm seeing 30-point comebacks all in one quarter on the regular, it's not good. I don't think it becomes a good product at that point. And I just want to pose this question because I don't really know how to ever feel about it. Take week 1 for example, that Ravens-Bills game, right? Ravens obviously dominated most of the game. We all know this. Bills, 22 points in the fourth quarter. It took a colossal collapse, multiple fumbles, all that, bad clock management, and the Bills win. Now, the question is, what is the takeaway from that game? Is it that the Bills are overall the better team because they won the game? Is it that, the Ravens showed that they are the better team? The collapse, we don't really put too much weight into it. They were on the road. The Ravens are still the better team overall. How do y'all look at come from behind wild comeback finishes? Do you truly give that team that won 100% of the credit moving forward? That team is that team that won the game? Or are you having a little hesitancy? Do you still have pause on that team that ended up coming back and winning? Because once again, I never know how to feel about it. During my power rankings, I still had the Ravens over the Bills, even though the Bills won the game. Still had the Ravens above them in the power rankings. Everybody's chirping me. How can you do that? They lost, all that. And I'm always kind of conflicted because when you watch the game, the Ravens, they looked in control. They looked good. But the fumble, never good. The bad clock management, not good. The overall just kind of momentum of the game, helping the Bills offensively. Now, the Bills still did everything to win the game, so they do deserve the credit. So I'm always conflicted when I see these kind of comeback games. Like, how much credit do we actually give to the Cardinals for making it a competitive game in the box score? Even though when we were watching that game, Kyler Murray missing some throws, Marvin Harrison Jr. dropping literally everything in the first half, hands kind of cleaned up. I don't know if he dropped anything in the second half, to be honest. Had that big touchdown, huge touchdown that he couldn't even celebrate he couldn't even celebrate the touchdown because he was dropping everything up until this point. So it was like a huge sigh of relief on this. This was a great touchdown. This is everything that we've been wanting to see. High pointing the ball, go up and get it, big dog. What we were yelling at him for last week. And he went out and did it in the clutch moment. 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter when you're down 2 touchdowns. So now, are we all supposed to believe that they're going to continue doing this going forward? Because that's not what we saw the first 3 weeks. Once again, this is why we were so confident on taking the Seahawks. This Cardinals team still does this game in and game out. This is why I can't take them being kind of close as a true indicator on what this Cardinals team is. This Cardinals team is always 50-50. They can catch fire for a series, a half, maybe a full game. But they're always going to come back. Either Kyler Murray, goofball, bonehead play, fumbling the ball, throwing a bad interception instead of throwing the ball away and living for another down. Or Marvin Harrison Jr. dropping a big ball, wide open pass. So yes, they clean it up at the end of the game. But still doesn't get the win. Last week, they pick off Mac Jones with like 5 minutes left. That should have been the game. They win. They go down. They finish the drive. They win the game. No more time for the Niners. But that's not how the game went. So I get it. Shout out to Marvin Harrison Jr., Kyler Murray. You looked all right at the end of this game. But I'm still not buying into you as a whole moving forward. I was still seeing everything I was seeing in this game. So, national media is a little gushing over them. They're all saying Marvin Harrison Jr. is back. But I don't think that's anything we can really kind of buy in and sink our teeth into and really at the end of the day bet. I'm not betting on the Cardinals. Are we betting on the Cardinals based on this game? No. Cardinals, Kyler Murray, 27-41, 200 yards, 65% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns. He had the 2 picks. One, both may have been on Marvin Harrison Jr. One definitely was. The one that went through his hands, that definitely was on Marvin Harrison. The first one, though, the broadcast team was saying that Marvin Harrison stopped his route and Kyler Murray thought he was going to keep on going, so really bad-looking interception overthrow. So both could have been on Marvin Harrison Jr. Kyler Murray, once again, he can be one of the greatest quarterbacks in the league. Can be. But still has those kind of goof plays every now and then. Situational awareness kind of eludes them. He was the leading rusher, five rushing attempts for 41 yards. So great on his feet, we know. Trey Benson, 8 rushes, 35 yards. D. McCardo, 2 rushes, 8 yards. No James Conner. And man, they really have no answer for this running game. Marvin Harrison Jr., 10 targets, 6 catches, 66 yards. He had the touchdown. Trey McBride, 7 catches, 52 yards. Dortch. And keep an eye out on Dortch. I mean, he can really kind of cement himself as like the true number 2 in this offense, and like kind of a little bit of a, I don't want to go gadget guy, but something to kind of that effect. So watch out for him. They were kind of getting him going a little bit here. 5 targets, 4 catches for 35 yards. So at the end of the day, the Cardinals, I don't really take too much away from this game. The Seahawks are pretty solid. They're a solid team, and they'll go as far as Sam Darnold can take them, and we'll see if he can get better. And once again, everybody can get better. That's the thing. You keep putting in time, keep putting in the work, you can get better. So we'll see if Sam Darnold can kind of finally develop a little bit of that clutch gene, a little bit of that not seeing ghost gene. When things aren't going good, when we're down and we got to come back, he doesn't get flustered and he can kind of focus and clear his mind and move forward. So, Seahawks get the win 23-20. A lot of overreacting, I think, in the national media in this one. Overreacting on Sam Darnold, overreacting on the Cardinals as a team as a whole, in my opinion. So, we'll try to use that to our advantage when the Week 5 lines come out, and we'll see if there's any overreaction by Vegas here. Alrighty. Why did I have this up? I don't know. I don't remember. All right. I think we're good to go. Heading into this game, I had the Cardinals at 27th overall. Do we agree with that? I think so. I still think so. All right, one more thing. A couple more things than I thought we had. Sorry, apologies, folks. I got to shout out the Cardinal Stadium from last night. Absolutely beautiful. They were wearing their Nike rivalry uniforms. They looked good. In person, on camera, they looked good. But the end zones really sold it. Those kind of rising Arizona sun end zones, those should be permanent. Absolutely fantastic there. The kind of white cardinal in the middle of the field, love that look as well. So overall, they looked good. They weren't playing the best, but they looked good out there. Field looked good. But also, if you're going to do the rivalries, you can't have one team wearing them and the other team not. I thought all the rivalries were, each team were getting one in the matchup, but that wasn't the case. So they got to fix that, but everything else was very good looking. And then the last thing, a lot of people are, once again, mad at the kickoff rule because that game-winning kind of drive for the Seahawks was like 25 yards. Because they don't kick it in the kick zone. They move it at like the 45-yard line, and that's all you got to go. So people are chirping that game-winning drive, and once again, Sam Darnold's game-winning drive is 25 yards. And it's a great throw. Once again, it was a perfect ball by Sam, but, when we put everything into kind of perspective, I don't know if the overall takeaway is, once again, okay, Sam Darnold is back. Shout out, though. Once again, shout out. Not here to knock. Alrighty. Now, let's get into it. Yes, that was Thursday Night Football, the kickoff of the betting of Week 4, baby. And we're kicking off 1-0. We had the Seahawks minus 1.5. We had them on the money line. Whatever you wanted. It was all great. And we're looking to continue on. Now, usually I do 5 gushes, 5 plays, our 5 favorite plays of the week. But this slate, folks, I couldn't choose. I've got 6 picks, baby. 6 picks that I'm just gushing about in the NFL. Now, last week, folks, we basically should have went 5 for 5 last week. We should have. Our favorite bet was Chargers minus 2.5. That one banked. They win by 3. We had the Rams plus 3.5 as our second favorite bet of the weekend, folks. Come on now. That one hit. They were down 1, kicking the game-winning field goal to go up 2, and then somehow it gets blocked and then taken to the house, so they lose by 6. I mean, that's a win. That's the worst bad beat ever. We still take that as a dub. We had the Niners minus 3, and once again, I mean, the Cardinals could not do anything, and it took them, till the end of the game to kind of get right back into it, and the Niners win by 1, I believe. So I'll give you that one. If you, we'll go 4-1 unofficially, 3-2 officially, 4-1 unofficially. Our fourth best bet was Vikings minus 3. They won by like 40, so we covered mightily there. And then our last one was Seahawks minus 7.5, and once again they won by like 28. So we go 3-2 officially, but that Rams game, folks, come on. So we're looking to go 6 for 6, and we're feeling damn good. So here we go, our 6 Gush plays of the week, and we start at number 6. And I got to take this game because, of course, we got to bet this game. Packers minus 7. Packers on the road, I don't even care. This Cowboys offense is not good. It's not good. No CeeDee Lamb, so now George Pickens has to become the number 1? Good luck there. Not the ideal leader that you want for your team as a number 1 wide receiver. Shout out Dak Prescott. Shout out Javonte Williams. I mean, the biggest sleep on the entire year. Vegas put his overall yards for the season at 500. He's at like 250 right now. So riddle me that. We banked on that. I mean, come on now. I digress. Micah Parsons licking his chops, licking his lips to get multiple sacks on Dak Prescott. And this Packers offense, what the fuck was that, dude? What was that last week? Absolutely disgusting, despicable, cost me $1.6 million, and I'll never forgive the Packers. This Cowboys defense is so shit that the Packers offense is going to look like the Lions last week. 52 points and counting, light work. Give me the Packers minus 7 here, folks. Not even close. Not even close. All right, number 5, and I'm taking this game. You better fucking believe it. I'm taking this game. My number 5 gush of the week is Ravens minus 2.5. Love it under the 3-point field goal win. And I don't even think this is going to be a close game, to be honest. What have the Chiefs shown? They beat a shitty Giants team and almost beefed it at the end? No, thank you. This Ravens offense, I mean, once again, Derrick Henry bumbling. He's got to get it figured out, and I think he'll finally get it figured out. This whole Ravens offense, there's so much firepower, dude, everywhere. We just saw Mark Andrews. He said, hey, I'm back last week, catching everything thrown his way. The Chiefs, they just don't have it offensively anymore. Travis Kelce, he's mailing it in. He's phoning it in. He's getting Andy Reid yelling at him on the sideline, and it's still not truly kicking into him. I know they put up 22 points last week, but it's not impressive to good old St. Nick. Ravens minus 2.5, baby. Flock up. Alrighty. Wow. No, we lost value here, folks. Damn, I tried to tell y'all. Well, our next pick was Jags plus 3.5, but it's now down to Jags plus 3. Look at that. In the last hour, it's dropped half a point. Unreal. I'm telling y'all, Jags plus 3. I would still buy. Let me still buy the half a point. I'm still going to buy the half a point. Jags plus 3.5. I'm gushing over it. The Niners are scared. Robert Saleh's already getting his excuses ready. And once again, folks, Liam Cohen is a great offensive-minded head coach in this league. He's not one of these pretend offensive-mind, offensive gurus. No. He's the real deal. Do not fall out of love with Trevor Lawrence because of this season alone, okay? A lot of drop passes by these receivers, and they're slowly starting to get it kind of, tuned up. This Jags defense is nothing to kind of sneeze at as well. And once again, the Niners, Mac Jones, he gets worse every week. He should not have won against the Cardinals last week, dude. He threw an interception with like 5 minutes left in the game. Real ugly, real ugly. Thankful that the Cardinals are so dumb in their kind of, once again, their overall game scenarios themselves that they beefed it against the Niners. Give me the Jags plus 3.5 here, folks. They win outright. They win this game outright. This Jags team is good. Stop falling in love with the Niners. They've got nobody on their team. Jags plus 3.5, my number 4 gush. Alrighty, number 3, my third favorite bet of the week. I'm going Patriots minus 5.5. Yes, the Panthers, shut out the Falcons. I don't know what the fuck was going on with that Falcons team. They didn't show up. I'm not going to give a lot of credit to this Panthers defense. And I'm also not going to give credit to any of that Panthers offense. I'm not giving any credit to Bryce Young or anything like that. When we look at the Patriots, I do give credit to Drake May. I do. A lot of turnovers last week, especially when they were crossing the 50. But that's the Steelers defense, and I don't think they're going to go back-to-back with all those turnovers. Fumbling, throwing interceptions. And Drake May, he usually makes the right decision when he throws the ball. Usually able to move the ball up and down the field. Once again, those drives stalled last week, all kind of across midfield, and because of a lot of turnovers. A few in the red zone, I believe, as well. Patriots defense getting healthier by the week, and they're back at home. Don't think the Panthers and Bryce Young are going to show up back-to-back weeks. I'm really liking the Patriots here, and at minus 5.5, I think Vegas is telling you all you need to know about this game. Take the Patriots here this week. All right, number 3. We're going to swallow them. Chargers minus 6. Y'all know how I feel about this Chargers team. I think it's one of the best teams in the league. I have it as my number 2 team in the league. Justin Herbert's absolutely slinging this ball. And while y'all are, new quarterback, Jackson Dartboard. Y'all, just staring at good old Jackson Dart. But you're not seeing that ugly picture right behind him, Brian Daboll. Ugh. Bad offense, bad defense. And this Chargers defense, I mean, good luck, Jackson. Good luck. Good luck. That's all I can really say. This Chargers defense eats the Giants offense alive. Jackson Dart is seeing ghosts, and they probably think about returning back to Russell Wilson against the Saints. Chargers minus 6. Don't fall in love with them, folks. I'm telling y'all, do not fall in love with Jackson Dart. Once Brian Daboll is gone, then yes, but not now. All right, and then my number 1 gush of the week, folks. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I am. Bills minus 15.5. Don't worry about, all right, let me buy a couple of points. Let me get it under the 2 touchdown. Let me get it at 13.5. Let me get it at 9.5 touchdown field goal. No. You don't have to worry about anything. Don't got to worry about that, folks. I hate swallowing big points, but I'm doing it here. Bills minus 15.5. This could be the ugliest game in NFL history. It should be the ugliest game in NFL history. If Josh Allen does what he is capable of doing, this Bills defense should eat the rat man alive, and Josh Allen should be setting a record for most touchdowns thrown. I think it's at 7. 7 in one game. I think Josh Allen breaks the record here, folks. Bills minus 15.5, and honestly, go to the 20.5. Bills minus 20.5, minus 3 touchdowns at plus 155. Go all the way up to minus 27.5 at plus 357 under 4 touchdowns. Is there really any point of going 28.5, the max you can do at plus 420? Probably not. Passing props. Josh Allen passing touchdowns, 5. Can we do 5? 5 at 2,700? Is that the play of the game? Is that my gush bet? Not even Bills minus 15.5, but Josh Allen 5 passing touchdowns at plus 2,700? Folks, you must sprinkle this. I don't care. Put $1 on it. You put $1 on it, you win $28. You put $10 on it, you win $280. You put $100 on it, you win $2,800. You win $3,000 off of Josh Allen throwing the ball 5 touchdowns, folks. I'm actually really gushing about this. This is a gush here, folks. God damn, dude. Boo, folks. Folks, Josh Allen, 5+ touchdowns. I know. It sounds crazy, right? It's not. He may run one. That's nuts. I like that, folks. I love that. 5 touchdowns at 2,700. 4 touchdowns at plus 750. I mean, it's all good. It's all good. You ladder this, folks. You ladder it all the way. You ladder it all the way from 3 to 5. Don't even play around with the 2 at minus 164. Don't even do that. Oh, I'm gushing. Damn, I'm gushing big. So, folks, those are our official 6 gushes. 7 gushes? Damn, a record 7 gushes. To recap, Packers -7, Ravens -2.5, Jags plus 3.5. Even though it's come down to 3, I'm still playing the 3.5. Buy the extra half a point. I mean, folks, we got plus 2,700 on 5 touchdowns. We could buy the half a hook. Okay, we'll be fine. Jags plus 3.5, Patriots -5.5, Chargers -6, Bills -15.5, and Josh Allen on 5 slinging touchdowns, baby. Damn, I'm gushing over that. Alrighty, well, folks, that is going to do it for us today. I truly appreciate y'all watching, listening, tuning in. We broke down Thursday Night Football. We gave our picks. Tomorrow, Saturday, we'll try to give a little college football action before that slate kicks off. We'll refine any other prop bets we like in the NFL. We'll break down any other story we have to. So, I appreciate y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. Get a rest of Friday's here, baby. Come on, weekend's here, baby. Make some noise.